If you can learn to utilize your emotions for the benefit, even if it's a low vibrational frequency emotion, you're going to be a very powerful person. When you, for example, feel a sense of anger or some kind of aggression towards a situation that has annoyed you, it's pissed you off. Rather than going ahead and retaliating and making a situation worse and pressing on that button over and over again just to create a self-fulfilling prophecy of the past where maybe you have done that and it's exploded. You want to refrain from acting out that same narrative, but you want to utilize that emotion and you want to transmute it into something else. You want to transmute it into training. You want to transmute it into your work. You want to transmute it into something where you can reinforce a positive behavior, a positive habit. And now when you are transmuting that, you can approach it with so much more drive behind it. Utilizing that aggression for a hard session, utilizing that aggression to work and building something, building an empire, building whatever it is that excites you. This requires a lot of discipline, a lot of emotional control. But if you can learn to do this, if you can learn to utilize your emotions in a way that positively serves your life, you're powerful. You're very powerful. You cannot escape the emotions. They will come. They will come and they will go. So why not learn how to utilize every single part of them for the benefit? If you feel sad, utilize that sadness, then take action. Put the expression into something. For example, when I play piano, if I ever feel sad, I can put it into piano and turn it into a nice video. If I feel anger, I can utilize that to my workout. I can utilize that to my work. I can utilize that to film this video. Right? Or I can sit there and bathe in anger and just feel like shit, wallow in self-pity. Either way, I'm going to experience the same thing. Why not utilize it to then propel further towards the way that you want to in your direction? And this is really a big difference between people who further self-destruct in their life and utilize their emotions to build something bigger and stronger. And it is not to say to avoid the initial root cause of the problem. It's just a transmutation of these emotions. Okay? Well, that's all we're doing. We're not ignoring the fact, we're not ignoring the problem. That's not what I'm saying here. I want you to understand the difference. We're transmuting the energy for our benefit as you solve the actual problem at hand. You don't ignore the problem and then just experience the emotion. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting faced with these situations. Okay, so don't confuse the message that I'm saying here, which is to ignore the problem. All I'm saying is to utilize that and boost it and propel you in another direction that serves you rather than one that disserves you. Easier said than done. When you're experiencing it, it will be tough. But it is what it is. What's the alternative? I have many situations in my life to where I can allow myself to really focus and wallow on certain emotions and just do nothing with it and pity myself. But I understand that the mind is a powerful thing. So whatever you focus on will grow. If I sit there and I focus on, I'm just so annoyed about this thing, so angry about this thing, that's all, I'm just amplifying that, right? Rather than, oh, interesting, I feel this sensation right now, let me boom, put that into my work right now. I'm going to aggressively do my work. I'm going to aggressively film this video, send this message so that other people can benefit this from what I'm doing with myself so that you can do it with yourself. Or I can sit there and be like, oh, this sucks. I'm upset. I'm depressed. I'm whatever it is. And get nothing out of it and just put myself further down a rabbit hole, which is what most people do. So be very, very careful. What you focus on will grow. So focus on the things that will grow your life in a positive way, not a negative way. Everything that we do starts stemming from the mind first. So master your mind and you can master your actions. And then once your actions are mastered, because your mind is mastered, then your reality will start to then crystallize around that. That's how we do it. Master your mind. Do not ignore positive thinking. Do not ignore positive words, affirmations. You want to be your best supporter. You want to be kind to yourself. And you want to encourage the behaviors and the thought patterns. And any negative thought pattern that you do have, you cut it out immediately. It's not me. Oh, what's that? It's not me. That's not like me. Don't identify with the negative words, with the emotions. Identify with the positive ones. Because if I identify with the positive ones, that's my default. And anytime a negative one comes in, that's temporary. That's not me. Most people identify themselves with the negative one. Oh, that's me in reality. And then occasionally they feel good. When they feel good, oh, like they're on an emotional high, and then they dip. Oh, of course, this always happens. They just identified, they flipped the order. Rather than identifying with the low, identify with the high. So this way you spend more time in the high. And when you identify with being in the high, you want to keep getting back there, right? Because that's your base. You've convinced yourself that is your base. So you'll do more effort to put yourself in that high state. We want to always identify with the highest state. Put that as our default, not the low vibrational frequency, or that is me. And when you look around, when you look at people, that's what they do. They identify with the low vibrational frequency state of themselves. And they always find a way to put themselves back there. Because you'll find a way to keep putting yourself in the situation to the person who you identify with, that your subconscious truly believes that you are. So be careful what you believe and start brainwashing yourself for the kind of person that you want to be. Because realize you're getting brainwashed whether you like it or not. So if you want to get brainwashed, you can be brainwashed by someone else, you can be brainwashed by a negative self-perception, or you can be brainwashed by positive words and affirmations of your own. And I'll choose the third one every time, because then I can curate what I'm going to brainwash myself with. And when you understand the brain, is that whatever you brainwash yourself with is how you're going to start acting out. So why not do it in a way that serves you, that serves the people around you, and serves your goal? Be very, very selective with the words you use, how you identify yourself. Don't say that you're an anxious person. Don't say that you can't. Get rid of these words. They do not benefit you at all. Start identifying with all the positives. Even if other people are telling you otherwise, doesn't matter. I'd rather believe something that serves me than be right based on past behaviors, because this is the only moment that exists. So I'm going to place a bet on being the better version every single time.